between NIL and the portal, they often intersect, right? So what's it like as a player seeing guys come and go? What's that like today?
I really don't, I wouldn't know because I never really got to NIL.
So what do you think it's going to take for A&M to improve this year and really contend for the SEC?
Just being consistent. If you look back at the season we had, we lost. We would have been 10-2. We won for one possession. I feel like we got to put that on the defense. Just being consistent every day, day in and day out. Just not being one dimensional, and just holding each other accountable and pushing each other to be even better players.
What is
A&M fans believe in Coach Fisher?
I mean, if you look back on the history of Coach Fisher, he's done a tremendous job from more than one national championship. Even if he wasn't the head coach, he's had tremendous players, tremendous teams. He's done it all. And I feel like I'm a product of him. I listened to everything he said, and I wouldn't be here today without following his steps and the guidance and tools and tips he gave me from a freshman to now.
Elijah Robinson is a guy that he's associate head coach, and Jimbo Fisher has let him do some of his speaking stuff. What is it about him that you think Jimbo Fisher put so much faith in his leadership ability?
Everybody can say the same thing. It's beyond him as a coach. He's a great person, great man of society. He's elevated a lot of boys to young men. And he's changed the whole culture of recruiting at Texas A&M. And it's more than just him recruiting them; it's him building them up, taking them in and building them up to be great men.
I know it's still 1 year away, but what's it going to be like to be playing your old rival Texas again?
I'm gonna be mad. I don't get to play them, but it's gonna be good for the school, especially the tradition. Like I said, I'm not from Texas, but I kind of understand the rivalry and the hate that you have with each other. But it's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a surreal moment, especially for the fans, for the schools too, and for the players. The players are gonna it's gonna be immaculate. I can't wait. I'm excited just like y'all.
Not counting.
Players have to learn about the SEC.
Texas players, it's hard-nosed, snotty football. They ain't just throwing the ball to there. You got to ground and pound, and it got to be. It start up all in front. If your line ain't strong, then your team's not going to be strong in the SEC.
Not counting the 12th man, what's the toughest environment you've played in this conference?
You tell me. I still don't know yet.
The offensive line, I know, had some guys out in the spring with injury. What makes you feel like going against some of those guys that they're going to take that next step this fall?
Anytime you miss some time off football, kind of motivates you to go harder because it's time away from the grind. It's different when you're not playing. So I feel like the guys will be more motivated to pursue what they want out of this season.
I know you're on the other side of the field, but from what you can glean, what's the vibe kind of like on offense with Coach Petrino in there and how things have changed?
The swag has changed tremendously. I feel like guys are more confident. The offense is running more efficient at a faster pace. My bad, y'all. At a faster pace, more efficient. Like I said, these guys they got a swag to themselves. It's a level of cockiness. Not too content, but a swagger, a good vibe. There you can say, this team is going to be something special this year.
Coach Petrino's been a part of that?
Yeah, of course. He's taking in a lot of guys and just help them understand the offense. And once they got it, he's gave them the say so to play their own game if you want to say.
Who do you consider the GOAT of college football?
The GOAT of college football?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna say Johnny Manziel. Well, he's my GOAT. I don't know about y'all, but he's my GOAT of college football. One of the tremendous player, changed the game of football. He definitely brought the swag, and I think he definitely was. He was the NIL before NIL. You gotta start used to yourself. This kind of player, a player that's pop their collar, but and not afraid to back down from competition.
Walk me through the fit selection today. How'd that go?
I just told him I got to come sharp today. There's a lot of cameras, so I got to make sure that the eyes stay on me. I came in with the Gucci sneaks, the Gucci right downs. Came in with the Gucci belt just to match the shoes. I feel like they got to cooperate. My mom told me your shoe got to go with your belt, so I had to put that together. I got to get shades. And it's a good look, you know. I got a swag to myself, and I'm feeling good. Look good.
Did you talk to any of the guys who've been here before about, what you're looking for?
Layton Robinson, he just told me there's gonna be a lot of questions, a lot of cameras. But I'm kind of fine with that. I like interviews. I like just talking, expressing my opinions about what we're going to be this year, and expressing what to expect for everyone.
Do the players talk about the EA Sports video game at all, about just that coming back and what that means for you guys and just having the opportunity?
We got the game in the locker room. The last one when they made 14, we kind of played it and thinking about the moment when we're going to be in the game. Not even thinking about the money we get from it, but us being in the game, us being kids and creating players. Recently, Justin Jefferson tweeted about him getting 99 overall in Madden. He said he created 99 overalls as a kid. So, it kind of is the same story with us. Just like it's a dreams to reality moment. Like we're just more than just like we're going in the right direction with life because we not only have we just did it, but it's getting incorporated into a game, and kids can play as us. We can play as us, so they just know we're going in the right direction in life.
Who was your team in NCAA 14? Who was your squad?
14, I definitely said Texas A&M, just because Johnny football. I didn't know too much about Texas A&M then, but I knew about Johnny football.
What's the message of the Shades?
Shades?
You and your partner over there, yeah.
It's a swag. You can't just come here and showing your eyes. You gotta have some juice to yourself. You can't see it. You can't see my eye, but you can see I got some swag to myself. I got some juice about myself. I carry myself with a purpose. I look good. I gotta feel good. Like Deion said, you look good, you feel good, you play good, they pay good. So it's all good.
What did Coach Price mean to you, and how much is this season kind of for him?
He meant a lot. And, he's one of those guys that kind of there was a dull moment with him at his funeral. It was tears for sure, but it was more laughs than anything because he was a great guy. Like I say, and we see him as a father figure and someone we can confide in. It's gonna be hard in the room, but we know we have someone looking over us, and we can hear him saying, "Come on, you guys!" We got that thought of him just still being there, his spirit's still there with us because for a lot of us, we wouldn't be here without him. He's one of the main reasons why we're here. Not him as a coach, as a recruiter, but him as a person because he was just that genuine. And there was no one that can say no different.
He coached hard.
He coached
at every place he's ever been, yet guys loved him. What was it about him that let you be coached hard by him and still have the relationship off the field that you had with him?
Because you understand, he wanted what was best for you, or what was best for his players, And his players took it as, okay, we don't want him to coach, we don't want him to always have to coach this hard, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to be an extension of Coach Price. Me, myself, and Fidel, we're extensions of Coach Price and Coach E, because we don't want them to have to overstretch their job and just controlling the group of young men. Instead, we're the leaders of the group, so why not let us do the same thing? But we appreciate the role that they gave us and the power they gave us, but he spilled so much light into us. Like I said, more so than football, it was just about life, about how much a great person he was. Because he was so genuine and never would dull moments. He's definitely missed. Every game, he's gonna be a big part, especially him not being there on the sideline. Him and not his Bane mask. He was a guy he was a bag full of tricks. You never know what this we had Coach Price, but he would come home, he would go hard every day for you, for his players. He would push you, and he'll bust your bubble even if he had to. But at the end of the day, you understand he did it out of love because he expected more out of you, and he know you could do better. So we still had that pressure on us that he's still there.
What was the best thing you ate of his?
I wasn't a big fan of brisket, but I can't say I was a big fan. I never had brisket until I got to College Station, but first brisket I had was his, and it was amazing. So his barbecue, he was a mean guy on the grill. That's gonna be one of those things we definitely miss. Like I said, but besides that, like I said, it was never dull moments with him. It was all joyous moments. We can enjoy ourselves around him, and just have a family environment. We see him as more so a father figure than a coach.